Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is time for Saw 7, or 3D, or the final chapter, whichever one you guys want to call it. It says the final chapter on Amazon, so that's what I'm going to go with. Uh, I, again, know nothing about this. I'm super excited going in blind. I actually covered the screen because sometimes Amazon can spoil things with a picture, and I don't want anything spoiled. I'm super excited to watch this. 6 ended with such a cliffhanger. I can't believe Hoffman didn't die. And I just wanted to see the reverse bear trap work. Only on him. I mean, a regular person, Amanda, I don't dig that vibe. But Hoffman, I really think I would have gotten a lot of pleasure from that. And I was denied said pleasure. But I was also thinking to myself, how do you go to a hospital and have them just sew the side of your face back on? So he was like not necessarily half reverse bear trapped. He was slightly reverse bear trapped. Full thing. Is it too much to ask for the full thing? Who knew that we would be here and I would be saying that? That's crazy. I really enjoyed 6 a lot. I did not necessarily care about the people going through the traps as much as I did what was happening with Hoffman, what was going on with Jill. Not that I care about Hoffman, but because he is a more central character in the past 3 movies, I feel like I should kind of care about his fate a little bit. He's a good guy to hate. He really is. He is such a better villain than he is playing a detective. His evil smirk, his lack of empathy, the way he just treated Timothy by throwing him on the ground. You know, that is such a Hoffman way of doing things. But I have some questions. I'm sure you're shocked. And most of them are about Hoffman. First of all, Perez said, everyone knows. Is that true, or was it just a way to scare him? I think it'd be awesome if he was actually on the run in this and that he couldn't just fall back on being a detective. I would like if he didn't have to have kind of like this pretend facade, if he could just be evil Hoffman. I think I'd actually dig that. At the forensic lab, Erickson had told Hoffman that there wasn't any uric acid on the fingerprints because it's because that's what a live body with actual adrenaline and blood going through their veins would leave as a fingerprint. So they kind of knew, even though it was Strom's fingerprint, that it wasn't live action Strom. So they must know that Strom is dead. But also Hoffman went around and he put fingerprints on the gun, the knife, part of a wall. It's as though he didn't listen. Or there's a plan there, and I don't know what that plan is. How's Jill going to protect herself from Hoffman? That's actually the thing that worries me the most, is because she is not by nature a violent person. She's not an aggressive person. She is apparently smart because she's a doctor, but is she smart enough to get herself out of a situation in which a crazy person like Hoffman is running around? Unless John foresaw Hoffman getting out of the trap, which to me would be borderline just too much. Too much. I love John. I love John. But that'd be too much. And Jill left a package at the hospital. I thought she went to the police station, but after I edited it, I saw that it was like St. Eustace Hospital. The only doctors that we even know of are Dr. Denlin and Dr. Gordon, both of which are dead. So whose office was that? I would think that it would be a doctor, unless she dropped off like a bunch of money to pay everyone's bills. I don't think that that's what that is. If I won the lottery, I would do that. I think that'd be amazing. So I'm excited to get into this. I want questions answered, but most of all, I just want Hoffman to die in the most grotesque fashion possible. Like, not even, I mean, I guess a quick one, as long as it is gnarly as hell. Or maybe, a little Timothy action, put him in a little rack trap. Ooh, that would actually be sweet justice, wouldn't it? Let's get into it.
Hello, Mr. Handel. Or as they called you around the hospital, Zap.
Oh my god.
Game over.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? It is not Dr. Gordon. Oh my god. Oh, I'm sweating. You already done cut it off. Oh my god. What a way to start this. Oh, with the Saw music, I am sweating. Oh my god. This is definitely not a John thing. He would not do this in public.
Oh dear!
Brad! Ryan?
Baby, are you okay?
Baby. Ooh, she would double dipping. With her leather suitcase? Oh, it's Buddy. Hey, Buddy.
The same woman has played each of you for a fool. Must choose who will drop out of this triangle. For within 60 seconds, one of you must die. Make your choice.
Brad! Brad! Brad, I love you!
I love you too, baby!
That is not the time to be saying that.
You love him?
No!
Oh, you love him more than me? You love that equal?
The blood doesn't even look real. Is this fake? I'm very upset right now. Oh, that's why. Oh, I can watch this instant replay all day. Okay, I'm just happy Jill, knew that he got away. Does the blood look like magenta pink because it was filmed in 3D?
However, we have also been informed that there may be as many as 7 survivors.
Okay, well apparently he's just gonna sew himself shut. That kind of ups the cool facial scar. It couldn't have taken off those big ass lips.
And she just wants to talk to you.
Why me?
I don't know. Only you, though.
Oh, he's part of a game? I'd be afraid.
She looks crazier than a sack full of cats.
I don't know, a sack full of cats sounds fun.
This person will go on killing until he's stopped. You know him, and he definitely knows you.
Is that right?
He's Detective Mark Hoffman.
You willing to sign a sworn affidavit?
He got really excited about them. So I'm guessing Perez lied about everyone knowing about Hoffman? Maybe it was just the FBI. I really like for them to get back to Dr. Gordon because that was crazy.
I had to insert 2 hooks into my pectoral muscles and hoist myself up to a
I pretty much realized that I couldn't hold on much longer. And I had to accept the fact that I was going to die. And then
Is he lying?
it was a tragedy.
He has to be lying.
Thing. Right then, something inside me.
I'm so irritated.
You were great.
Yeah?
Your story's real and people feel that.
Is it real? Or was there a trap I didn't know about? Eh. Yeah, no. Why does she not have, like, someone escorting her?
Want to know the only thing wrong with killing you, Jill? I can only do it once.
Huh?
Hello, Heaven.
8-track.
You've judged others by the color of their skin, and today, Heaven, you will learn that we are all the same color on the inside.
I actually kind of dig that. I dig that. Oof. It's not just gonna crush her, it's gonna, like, smash and swirl. What type of glue is that? I gotta glue some shit together later. Peace out. Yeah, 100% it's gory for the sake of being gory. None of this is really... That's not how it would work, but whatever. Ooh.
I do. Everything I...
Heckle him.
Tell me what happened next.
So there's traps we haven't even seen?
You made a decision. How did that make you
Huh?
Free. Bullshit. He had to die for you to leave him? No, the best thing that happened to me, after having to cut off my own arm, is handicapped parking at the damn mall!
But you could have a hook for a hand.
I'm simply here to illustrate the fact that a traumatic experience such as the kind that each one of us is
Oh!
forced to endure
Oh!
have a positive outcome. That's all.
The heroin addict guy. Shouldn't have gotten very excited about that. But he's like someone who actually survived that I witnessed.
It's my lovely wife, Joyce.
I love you.
I love you too, baby.
Wait.
Bravo. To be able to sustain such a traumatic experience and yet find the positive, if not a little perverse. I'm sure I speak for everyone here when I say how grateful we are.
Oh, it's so nice to see Dr. Gordon, which is the weirdest thing I've said today.
Joyce?
See, I did tell you that it would tear off the mandible if it was like that. Hey, buddy.
Are a liar.
I knew
You
it.
and I both know you have never been in a trap.
Yep.
Nor have you ever been tested.
Never.
Access to your wife, who you have also deceived.
Oh, he lied to her about it too.
Make a choice.
She really thinks he's a survivor. Oh boy. I mean, the biggest thing is if you drop, you can actually fall around those spikes. Just go all the way to the bottom. Why am I better at this than these people are? Some CrossFit shit right there.
I realized what I still had left to give.
Are all these people liars? Are they all fucking liars?
And if those people weren't so fucked up after their games, they'd make a mint selling their stories.
They should, like, have a trap where his pants catch fire because he's such a liar. Pants on fire.
In the X-ray, you will see a key. The key to Nina's survival, which will shut off her device. But there's a catch. You have 1 minute.
Hook.
Remember, the spikes will also advance each time the decibel level in this room rises above a whisper, killing her even.
Duh.
Okay.
Shh. Why would you start yelling when you just heard that? Why am I whispering? Just do it the way we pull a tooth. Put your knee in her chest and yank that shit. It's really violent. We don't do that. Just once. He's fine.
For me, just shut the fuck up.
Just shut the fuck up. It's just a hook in her stomach. No big deal. I'm telling you, the knee to the chest and pull. You get that right out. You get that right out.
You just needed to shut up!
Well, that's kind of you. Just yell at her after she's died.
Oh my God! No!
Joyce, baby, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. So the woman that was hanging over top of the fans, was that also a lie? Because it feels like it should be a lie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We know John's next.
Your name, sir?
With a backwards hat.
Thanks for the signature. Nice picture. But I don't need it. We've met.
John is such a badass. I don't know why I keep saying things like this about a serial killer. He's 100% a murderer. Still just adore him. I don't know.
Hello,
What's up,
Bobby.
buddy? Oh, I see. Calf raises. This is gonna be gnarly. You know you can only hold it for a few seconds, so wait. Oh, hold on, Bobby, hold on. Or don't, I don't care. Oh, that's the first one I haven't been able to really watch. Like, full throttle, I haven't been able to watch. Oh, she was juicy. Oh, damn. That is fucked up.
Kale? Bobby? You know where Joyce is?
What the fuck? You can't see, man. How the fuck would I know what Joyce is? Fuck it down, Bobby!
This is like a game on Survivor.
Hang on to it. Feel it with your foot.
All I'm thinking about is Survivor on CBS. Like when they have to yell out instructions to each other. And those are some more people. It's just, I don't think 60 seconds is a long enough time. If I were him, I'd be like, fuck it, they're all gonna die, I just need to get to my wife.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, fucking A.
Fuck me.
Yeah, you fucked.
Who's doing this? Why? Why is this happening?
Because I'm a liar, liar, pants on fire.
Hello, Bobby.
What's up, buddy?
As you may have guessed, your decision will be as difficult as pulling teeth.
My expertise.
Watch and learn, Bobby. Seri numbers have been etched onto 2 of your teeth.
I'm gonna pause it. Just so you know, because I work in dentistry, I'm gonna be overly critical about probably everything in this scene. I'm sorry, and I apologize ahead of time. The only movie that has ever correctly nailed dentistry, and I'm not fucking kidding, is Finding Nemo. That's it. Any movie I have ever seen that has included anything dental related has been so far off the map. I'm actually really looking forward to this scene. I'm going to be very overly critical. Let's continue. 222. It's for an upper molar. He had it upside down. I just want to point that out. Back and forth. Your buccal plate is the thinnest. That's the easiest way to break it out. It wouldn't be that much blood, by the way. And he wouldn't get it out with a full root. Unless he had bad teeth. But other than that, he wouldn't be pulling out a full root. He would be breaking it off at the bone level. Which is fine. Break it off at the bone level and you're still going to get your code. By the way, pulling teeth is really easy. I should also point that out. When people say something's like pulling teeth, super easy. One of the easiest things we do. Although that is a very good technique to pull your own tooth. Still way too much blood. That's not how that works. That is a clean fucking extraction, and how they got that etched on the roots is just unfucking believable because wouldn't happen.
To prove your status as a survivor, you must overcome a game that should be all too familiar. Be simple, for as you claim to understand, the pectoral muscles can easily support your weight.
Nope.
Make your choice.
Titties are amazing. They cannot support your weight.
I was never in a trap.
I don't think she loved you because of it, but definitely that's a big lie to tell. I wouldn't hook that into a pectoral. I'd hook it into a rib. Easy for me to say.
Oh my god.
He's in the morgue. Duck! Duck! That reminded me of the Breaking Bad finale. Was he the coroner that said he examined every Jigsaw victim and Hoffman seemed very irritated by it? See, this Hoffman I love. There'd definitely be more bleeding than that, though. If he kills Jill, I riot. Although I've said this before and I didn't riot. That's not even sharp enough to pierce the skin. Why is Hoffman looking sexy all of a sudden? I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
God. Bobby, you can do it. Oh my God.
What's wild is that there was no way to say that it was like hooked into him. He could have put it on his like belt and hoisted himself up. And reboard to the fucking neck. Yeah. Hoffman got that big sexy energy. fucking riot if something happens to Jill. I mean, Joyce doesn't deserve this whatsoever. No, 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 no. I don't want to see this work on her. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. No!
Game over.
The fuck? I'm so upset right now. Fuck Hoffman. Pig face, pig face, pig face! The 3 actual survivors. Yes!
What the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Hello, Dr. Gordon. You are perhaps my greatest asset. Congratulations, Dr. Gordon. You survived. Without you, my work over the last few years would not have been possible.
Are you kidding me?
Jeff's wife, Dr. Lynn Denman.
That having been said, I have a request. Watch over Jill. I will keep no more secrets from you.
Oh my god.
I've
Oh my
been to
god.
places,
Oh my god.
but there is one that will be perhaps the most meaningful to you.
Oh my god. Oh, rest in peace, Adam.
I don't think so.
Say it. Say it!
Game over.
I do have to have a moment for Jill. I didn't think a Saw movie was gonna leave me like so fucking breathless and emotionally drained. It's gonna take me a minute. This is not how I saw my night going. I did not think I would be crying over a fictional character and the 7th version of a movie. I take it back. I don't want to see the reverse bear trap work. The thing that I wanted so badly, I couldn't even watch. I couldn't even watch it. It was done on the person that didn't deserve it. Y'all, how did you go see this in the theater in 3D? Okay. It took me a solid 10 minutes to compose myself. To even sit here and talk to you about this. I did not expect my one wish to come true and it to be Jill. The victim of the reverse bear trap was Jill, and I didn't even watch it. I saw 0% of Jill being killed by that. I did not even get to see that trap work because I couldn't. There's no way. I couldn't. I had it just fucking work the first time. God, Hoffman is good. God, fucking Hoffman is good. And I don't know what happened between the 4th movie and now, but like literally I was like, there's something sexy about Hoffman. Serial killers are not sexy, but there was something. There was something. I digress. I knew immediately when Bobby was telling his story that it was a lie. I don't know if the other survivor, the one with the fans, and it was the abusive husband, if that was in fact a real trap and maybe we didn't see it, but I feel like we would have seen it. So now I feel like everybody was lying. I feel like the three, I'm going to call them the three little pigs, that I immediately knew it was Dr. Gordon. I believe her name was Tara that had to cut her arm off. And I still don't know what the heroin addict's name is that had the saw up to the elbow. But I did recognize him immediately in the meeting. And I feel like those were the big three. Those were the big three at the end that took care of business for Jill and took care of business for John and maybe even partially for Amanda. I feel like I'm burying the lead, but I can't talk about what I wrote down first and foremost. I do get that because a lot of people said that like these got a little bit gory, more so for, just sensationalism. And I totally get it and I totally see it. I also think because it was a 3D movie that they almost had to do that. And I'm not sure if because it was in 3D and how I'm watching it on my computer, but everything that was supposed to be blood red, whether it was blood, whether it was the writing on the wall, the lines on the floor, it was magenta. It was like Pepto Bismol pink. And that's why, like, the first trap, the public one, which I have no idea how you would set that up in public, but I almost thought that it was fake because it didn't look real. Now, I feel like in 2010, when this came out with your 3D glasses, because that was of the era, that was of the time, that's what everything was happening. I feel like maybe you wouldn't have noticed because the colors would have been different for the 3D effect. But I noticed, and it was very distracting. I don't know if anyone watched the newest Judge Dredd movie with Carl Urban, but if you don't watch that in 3D, it's very awkward. It's very awkward. The slow-mo effect of the slow-mo drug and how they filmed it in 3D, it doesn't work in regular viewing. I feel like this works in regular viewing, except it looks extremely fake with the blood, and it looks like they really tried to throw splatter. They really made an effort to make the traps and the effects something that would appear well in 3D. So that's not lost on me. I enjoy filmmaking and that aspect of filmmaking. I 100% like get it if I saw it in 3D 11 years ago, probably almost 12 years ago, that I think I would have a different perspective. Literally a different perspective. Also, Jill, why? Why did that have to happen? It didn't even have to happen. It didn't have to happen. I always try to go into these things looking from one side to the other, right? Jill knew, and we know this from the last movie, she knew about the traps. She knew about John. She knew what was going on. She could have stopped it at any time, and she didn't. Does that mean she needed to die in this movie? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But she was not innocent. She was also an accessory to murder. That does not equal death in my book. Eye for an eye is not a thing for me, but Jesus. This wasn't a bad movie. And I think the way I'm watching it in sequential order, that it's easier for me to digest the story the way I'm viewing it, to where I think if you have time and space to think about things more, there's going to be things that bother you. 100% this is going to live with me for a while. I don't know if I can watch Jigsaw. I don't know if I'm ready. I know that there's time after this movie and Jigsaw. This movie was supposed to complete everything. And uh, I mean, obviously Hoffman's in the bathroom, the iconic bathroom. God, Adam is still in there, and I still can't say it. I still can't say it. The foot was still in there. These movies are wild. These movies are wild. They're so wild. I think the only thing I've ever been upset about, like literally like in my bones upset, is Jill. Is Jill. That's it. Like Hoffman not dying at the end of the last one because the reverse bear trap. Like, yeah, that was a disappointment, but I wasn't upset. This is an emotionally broken moment. Well, I mean, like, 20 minutes ago when I was sobbing, that was an emotionally broken moment. But she's a fictional character, so I'm over it. But it's still just like, wow, that was the choice that was made. All right, Brave. We got to talk about him. We got to talk about him. We got to talk about him. Dr. Gordon. Dr. Gordon. I don't like loose ends. And that was a loose end that bothered me so much. After the first movie, I was like, okay, I can assume that he's dead. He probably bled out because he was worried about that. And then when the second movie came along, and I realized that Eric ended up in the same bathroom, but he had to go through like a maze to get there, I was like, there's no way Dr. Gordon crawled all the way up all of those hallways, up those stairs, through a house that probably has hepatitis, tetanus, mold, mildew, dust. There's probably rat shit on the floor. It has everything. I was like, sepsis, dead. There's no way. The fact that we got Dr. Gordon back, we saw what he did. He cauterized his leg on a hot pipe, which I think in movie 3, Eric fell onto that pipe. And he slightly burned himself. Like, slightly burned himself. The writers, they're just so good. They're so good. They're so good. They're so good. I thought he might have been bitter because he would have known that that guy lied. Mostly because the trap was about something physical. It wasn't about the psychological, which we know John always does. The trap's about the psychological, right? The physical is affected, but it's always a psychological meaning. And to get to the end of it, there is something that needs to be figured out within the individual. And that's what makes them stronger. Immediately when I saw Pigface, I knew who it was. I knew who it was. And even though they didn't unveil the other two, I know who they were. The real survivors. But Dr. Gordon being an accessory. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. And it works perfectly. Perfectly. The key in the eye, the eyes sewn shut. Everything that was done with surgical precision was Dr. Gordon. I really wish you could all experience the movies the way I'm experiencing them. I really wish you could. I really wish you could. Because if I had to wait a year and a half, for Hoffman to still not die, and Jill to get the reverse bear trap, I think I would have been like, I'm done. I'm not watching anymore. But the fact that I get to see them like every 4 to 5 days, I really wish you could experience it the way I'm experiencing this. This is magical. Magical. I don't know if I started with the best horror series ever, because I feel like it's going to all be downhill from here. I really want to do the Lee Winnell, James Wan, Insidious movies because I feel very, I don't want to say safe with them, but I feel like they make a good thing. They're well thought out, they're well filmed, they're well written. This movie, oof. I am so torn to say whether or not I think it's good or I think it's bad. Because there's obviously bad things. Like, I don't know how you set up a public trap and no one say, what you doing there? I also didn't get enough John, which I feel like, you know, he died 4 movies ago. There's going to be less and less of John. I'm equally traumatized and giddy. And before I end this, I just want to say R.I.P. Chester Bennington. I thought that was him, but like for some reason, I think my eyes and my heart didn't want to believe it. So it's a little. I'm very happy that I didn't know it was him until the end of the movie when the credits rolled, because if I had known beforehand, that would have been an emotional issue for me as well. Please comment. Please talk to me about this. I need therapy. I'm actually looking forward to the next one, which I believe is called Jigsaw, so I'm hoping it's a John story. See ya!